Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge and welcome back to Farm Manager World, where I think most things are ticking over quite well here at the lovely people's farm, which is good news, but unfortunately I think we're going to abandon a plan that we've got going on, and that is the organic jute plan. I just don't think it's going to work. So the plan was to grow a lot of lovely organic jute in that great big field there, and then take that organic jute and pop it into, I think, that textile mill there to turn it from regular organic jute into very fancy organic jute fabric, which does command quite a high price. So the plan was to make a lot of money off of huge amounts of organic jute fabric. But I don't think it's going to work. I think we have to sort of change the plan a little bit, and that's largely down to you lovely people out there for pointing something out that I kind of hadn't realised. So thank you lovely people, thank you very much. So at the minute, there's nothing growing in that field. I don't think it's quite ready yet. They're not fertilised it yet. So we haven't got anything growing in that field, which is quite handy. And I'm still not entirely sure that we've got enough organic jute seeds to get that entire field seeded. So I'm not quite sure that was going to happen anytime soon. But let's just say, for example, that field was fully seeded with organic jute seeds. I think as soon as it was ready, we would get the little message popping up saying, do you know what? That field there, the organic field that you've just planted, is too near to non-organic things. It's too near to these non-organic fields over here, and it's probably too near to something over here. I don't know, because we saw it over here. We saw it with the greenhouses. We put in some lovely organic tomatoes into those two greenhouses, and the game immediately complained and went, oh no, I'm too near to these production buildings just here. And then after I think a week was it? I think it was about 7 days possibly, they changed from being organic tomatoes into just being regular tomatoes again. So they sort of unorganic to themselves, which is a little bit of an oddity, I'll be honest. It's a little bit of a weird thing. And I think that would just happen over here. I just think it would complain. It'd go, do you know what? No, I can't grow. I can't grow organic stuff here because I'm too near to non-organic things and these things over here. So I think we abandon that. We abandon the organic jute plan completely. I just don't think it's going to work. It's doomed to failure. But thank you, lovely people out there, for pointing it out, because that means that right now we can do something about it. Yeah, we haven't got to the point where they've planted it yet. So that's quite good. So I think what we'll do is we will change this to regular jute, because I still would like to get that textile mill making jute fabric, because, you know, I still think that the non-organic version is going to make quite a bit of money. So I think, yeah, we'll just, instead of having the sort of fancy organic jute, let's just go for regular jute. We'll just do that, please. And that should remove any sort of complaints that the game might have. Now, does that have the same sort of settings? I imagine it would. I think it looks okay. Yeah, that looks fine to me. So I think that's going to work a bit better. I think that's going to make things, you know, work around here. I think it's still going to take a while for them to get it sorted. I mean, it's been waiting for a long time, this field. We've been waiting a very long time to get that sorted, but hopefully they can then get to work on that. And then over here, we need to change this around a bit. So don't make the organic jute fabric, just make the regular stuff, please. There we go. I mean, it still makes a huge amount of money. It still makes a massive amount of money. Look at that, 237,699 farm manager monies for over 5,000 bits. It's like a huge amount of cash. The organic stuff made even more, but as we've seen, it's just, the organic stuff is very fiddly in this game. It's very sort of fiddly and faffy and awkward, and I'm not really sure it's worth the time and effort to get it all sorted out. So I think, unless we have some, you know, extreme need for some sort of organic thing, we'll just stick to regular stuff. It's just too much of a bother. They've kind of made it far too difficult to deal with in the game. So yeah, we'll go for that, please. And then we need to adjust things over here a bit, don't we? So in here, in that greenhouse, we can get rid of that. And we can get rid of the organic jute. That's good. And yeah, that should be okay. Because, yeah, hang on, no, but we don't need... And they are going to need the jute, of course. So yes, they're going to have 300, so 600. So now this is another thing I was looking at down here. Is that how much they're putting in? And they just bring in 100 jute at a time to then put into there? Because that's not going to work very well. So I think we need to adjust that number to say 600. So always make sure there's 600 jute in there because that's what that textile mill needs to make the fabric. I think that's probably a good idea. And maybe, do we need to do the same over here, look, with this stuff? Because we've only got 100 bits of wool in at a time, possibly, which I don't think is going to help. So what if we say 300 and 300? Just up the amounts a little bit. I think that might make things a little bit more efficient. And you also do that as we go around. However, now that we've changed that round, that does give us another bit of a quandary, because now we've got the two seed things, seed thing 1 and seed thing 2. And yeah, they're just, I mean, this one here, seed thing 2, is making the organic jute seeds. So we don't need them to do that. They can just stop doing that. We don't need the organic jute seeds. So what should we do with you? What can we do? So I think, yes, we need to create, I mean, maybe we just go back to doing the organic tomato seedlings, because we are generating tomatoes and then we can just sell them on. So I think maybe that's possibly what we're going to do. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I do want to go for strawberries, possibly. Strawberry seedlings. Although strawberries do sell quite well, don't they? No, we'll go for the tomatoes. Let's do that. Take 100 regular tomatoes and turn them into 400 organic tomato seedlings, please. We'll just do that. We'll just do it all. There we go. And that one is doing the same thing as well. So I think, yeah, there you go. Just do the same thing. There we go. That can be one of our one of our things that we do. Yeah, that one, the bio one. That's what we want. Yes. Okay. So like that. Splendid. And then, yeah, have we got enough tomatoes in there? So no. So I think over here, we want to have 400 tomatoes, 100 apiece. Yes. Okay. So I'll have 400 of those in there. And then I think we'll go into here. We will sell the organic jute seeds for $4,000. That's fine. So sell them because we don't need those. And then we don't need to buy in the jute, because the only reason we're buying that in was to turn it into the organic seeds, because you can't buy in organic seeds either, because they've made it very fiddly. So get rid of that. Sell above any of the organic tomato seedlings that you've got. That's absolutely fine. And yeah, I think that's looking good. Okay. So that is that sorted. Yeah, that was an important thing to get done, I think, from the off. I think that was quite an important thing to get sorted out nice and early on. And another thing that I think maybe we could get done early on is we could potentially do something with this huge amount of waste that we've got. So right now, we've got 10,000 kilograms of just that mouldy old stuff. That it must have been stuff that I didn't see, that rotted and went off or whatever. Maybe tomatoes or strawberries or, I don't know, beans or peas, whatever. Some stuff has gone off to the weight of 10,000 kilograms. So there's a giant pile of grot just sort of hanging around, which I think we can do something with, because I think it was last time, fairly sure it was last time, we unlocked the composting plant thingy. Where is that? It's got to be here somewhere. Is that it? There you go, the composting facility, which I think takes that waste and turns it into compost. And then we can use the compost on things. So my plan is, maybe we build one of those, get ourselves a lovely composting facility, wildly exciting stuff, and then use the compost on the greenhouses. That'd make sense, wouldn't it? Because at the moment, in the greenhouses, to fertilise the tomatoes and everything else, we are using fresh manure. From over here, it is very fresh. From all just over the fence, they can just open the door and chuck the stuff right in through the door. But that must whiff a bit. It must be a little bit sort of pongy in an enclosed space with loads of fresh manure in there. It's gonna whiff, isn't it? That is going to be pungent, to say the least. So I think maybe if we use compost on the greenhouses, it means that they're not as smelly, which I know doesn't mean anything in game, but just from a story narrative point of view, it's just going to make them a bit less whiffy. And also, it means that we have more manure to go round onto the great big fields, because they do require quite a lot. So I think that's going to be what we do. So let's get one of these in. Let's get in a composting facility. Okay, they're quite big. I didn't think they would be as big as that. They are bigger than the sort of the, whatever they are, milk processing plants. I want to call them cheeseries. They're bigger than the cheeseries, although they do make butter as well, but they're bigger than those. I mean, could it tuck in? Can it go there? Could it say go along here? That might be quite good. Unless we want to put a great big sort of pasture thing just there and get some more animals. Hang on, how many people have we got in these houses? That one is full. Oh, that one is full. Hang on a minute. Did we not have a house with capacity? No. No, we have not. Okay, it's all very busy over there. Right. So if we do want to get some more animals in, we're going to have to get some more worker houses anyway, I think. Okay, no, that's fine. It doesn't really matter then where it goes. I think we could put it there. Let's pop it there. There we go. Boop. 160 grand. I mean, yeah, the money is now largely immaterial. We had, yeah, sort of nearly 8.5 million farm manager monies down to 8.2 million. I think we'll muddle through. And what we do need is, it's plugged in because we've got power just there from the little sort of transformer, power in disguise box. But we do need one of these. We need a house for permanent employees, and we'll put that, and we've got room for a few over here actually. We'll pop it just there, look, that'll do. So tick time on, let's see how we do. We can take that out of the list actually, there we go. So let's see, that needs some people, that's fine, but we need to see how many people are going to work in our thing over here. Although, hang on a minute, hang on. Over here, in that warehouse, we might also want to add waste. There we go. And I don't know, bring in 2,000 lots of it because we have got a lot of waste. So just bring in loads, bring in huge big piles of it. We haven't got enough jute. Yes, that's true. We haven't grown any. Not enough tomatoes because I think we're still lagging behind a little bit. We're going to get some soon, look. They're being harvested right now. And the grass is a bit mouldy, but that's okay. We can deal with the mouldy grass field. That's not a problem. So yeah, let's get this done. They can do the rooftop dance. They've stopped doing the rooftop dance, which means the building is almost ready to be done. Come on, take down the things. There we go. Right, there we go. We've got a lovely new composting facility, which requires 2 people. And they take 100 waste and turn it into 100 compost. Okay, so it's a direct sort of replacement, if you like. The waste just becomes compost, which sounds to me like quite a good exchange. Can't add a production line to it, but yes, we need 2 people. So have we got 2 people that are good at production stuff? Oh yeah, more than 2. More than 2. Hang on a minute. Hang on. We need to give it a name. Let's call it yet another, because it's going to be more production. Yet another production house. There we go. Lovely. Perfectly named. And we'll just pick, I mean, anybody really. Doesn't really matter. I can't remember who it was. Somebody in one of the comments on one of the previous videos said, at one point I went, oh, you're a bit expensive. Let's not pick you. And yet we've got so much money. It doesn't really matter now who we pick, does it? The wages are slightly immaterial because we've got so much farm manager monies. But you know what? I'm going to be vaguely responsible farm manager. Lola Hazer, you're sort of affordable. You can go into there. And then we will have Amelie Palmer because also you are relatively cheap. Okay, so you go into there and then you 2 can work in here. So boop and boop. There we go. Right, so let's make sure then that they can get on with what they need to do. I feel like over here we need another logistics building. I feel like we need one over here somewhere. Because, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening around here. And another logistics building would probably be quite helpful. Can we pop one of those in? Where can one fit? It's under there, isn't it? Can it fit in that gap? It would have got, no. Would it have gone in that gap? Actually, I don't think it would have fitted in that gap. No, because it's stepping on the toes of that building. Okay, that's not so bad. Can it go just here? Can it go around that way? Can it fit down here, possibly? Where's... Oh, yeah, look. There we go. It can go just there. So if we pop a logistics building in, Yeah, that's quite a good idea, isn't it? That's going to help. Yeah, I do want to fit it. I want to cross that big top road there as well. But I think for now, that's going to be really helpful. 75 grand. Get that done. Has that got capacity? Nope, absolutely not. So yeah, we'll get a couple of sort of organising people in shipping. Is that what the skill's called? I think it's shipping, isn't it? And it's 2. Right, okay. So have we got 2 people? There you go. You, Tyler Bishop. Yes, you're good at boxes. Well done, you. And Nancy Baker, you were first in line, so you can come in. Well done. So you and you, they can work in there. Right, here we go. So I'd like to now see us make 100 compost. Yeah, the wildly exciting times here at Farm Manager. Here we go. We're making our first lot of compost. They have put quite a lot of grot in there. There's a lot of waste. Right, various things are busy. This is fine. So let's get this done. Here we go. We are turning huge, big, grim piles of mouldy old stuff into some useful compost. So it's not just going to waste. Literally, we're not just going to sell it or chuck it away or whatever. We can turn it into something else, which is good. And there we go. We've got 100 compost. So I think now, over here, I think we change this to compost. Yeah, you're welcome, everybody. It's fine. The greenhouses are going to be a little bit less smelly, which that's got to be a boost, doesn't it? Because yeah, enclosed space and everything, they would have been awful. that's proper like pegs on nose, that is. And there we go. Lovely. Right, happy with that. I think that's looking pretty good. And let's take a look at our new building, actually. I mean, yeah, it's got a lot of things going on. I know it's at the back. I don't quite know what that is. Is that the finished product? Is that just sort of big lines of compost waiting to be collected? Is that where they sort of... so a lot of stuff happens in here to, I don't know, get rid of bits. There's got to be some process where we get rid of things that are not compostable. Just, you know, I don't know if there's bits of plastic or something. We sort of filter out all the bad stuff, end up with the stuff that can turn into compost, and then we just pop it outside in big lines. I don't know. It's an easy job, isn't it? It must be an easy job for these two, because really, when you're making compost, you just sort of leave stuff. You don't really do anything with it. My mum and dad at their house had a compost bin at the end of the garden. You just take, you know, bits of grass and, I don't know, apple cores, banana peel, all that kind of stuff. Just chuck it in the compost bin. And then, you know, eventually over time, you open it up and you've got a nice composty sort of a thing that you can put on your plants. You didn't really have to do anything. So I'm sure they're operating some sort of machinery in here. But yeah, it's got to be one of the easier production jobs, I would have thought. It's got to be nice and simple. But there we go. Right, so that is good. That's ticking over quite well. And we've got another logistics thing as well, just to help out a little bit, which is very handy. They are dealing with quite a lot of things. They are dealing with a lot of stuff. Right, have we got anything that we're not selling? Have we got stuff piling up that's going to go off? I mean, yep, that waste is fine. We have got, hang on, pause time. We've got there's something weird happening down here. Farm manager's doing a farm manager again. We have got a lot of that sorghum, and I don't know if we need that much. We're keeping some of it for the animals, and a lot of oat as well. We have got a lot of sorghum and a lot of oat. Okay, maybe we could sell... Oh, the oat's just dropped in price. Maybe, just to free up some storage space, we could sell, say, 15,000 units of that, still leaving us with a load. And, I don't know, maybe the same again, 15,000 units of that to make us 77 grand. And that'll just, you know, free up some space. But I don't think anything else is clogging anything. Although buckwheat. I don't think... Does anything eat buckwheat? We have got quite a lot of buckwheat, but I don't think anything particularly eats it. Don't think it's a food source for anything. No. Doesn't appear to be. Okay, no, that's fine. Nobody wants the buckwheat. Maybe over here, look. In that small silo, we could store more than 100 units of each thing. Yeah, I'm surprised. You know what? I'm surprised we haven't done this before. because this means they're going to be driving around less, doesn't it? If they can store more of that stuff in there, then they're going to be driving around less. I'm not quite sure why we haven't configured these sort of storage amounts properly, but there we go. Never mind. We can do it. We sort it as we go along. I think that should be okay. Okay, so yes, buckwheat. Let's see if anybody's got a contract thing for buckwheat. Anybody want any buckwheat? Oh, honey. 1,000 litres. We do sell that on actually fairly quickly, don't we? 71,000 lupine. We can't do grass. No, we can't do that. Oh, silage we could do, but we do need the silage, though we have got quite a lot of silage right now. So do you know what? We'll accept that contract. That should be okay. Pears, butter. 100 kilograms of butter. We've got more than enough of that. Can't do the cheese. Can't do the ostrich egg. Sheep cheese. We can do the sheep cheese contract. Okay, this is good. Cow cheese. Yeah, we can do that one. Oh, okay. This has been worth doing. They want a lot of sorghum. You want a lot of that. They want more of that than we've got. That we can do in terms of spinach. Oh, this is very good. We can't quite do that with butter. Definitely can't do the sheep's cheese thing. Sheep milk, I think we keep, just in case we just sort of, do ourselves a bit of a harm there and sell it, or then can't make our nice cheeses and things. I think that'll be okay. I think that's what we go for. We complete all these contracts and then we are good. Yeah, there's quite a lot of things. There are so many things, but not buckwheat, I notice. Yeah, okay, right. So, yes, deliver that then, and deliver that, and deliver that, and deliver that. Hang on. It said we had 200 kilograms in storage, which we haven't now got, apparently. Yes, I would love to do that, please. Deliver that. We do have a bit of a problem with the cow cheese contract. Okay, no, this is fine. We can sort this. Hang on a minute. I might have possibly taken on a contract that we can't do. It says 200 just there, game. Have we got 200 or haven't we? We've apparently got 0. Oh, it's not organic or anything. No, it's regular cow cheese. Why can't we complete that contract? And now it's on 400. I'd expect now to be able to do it. Come on, game. Stop. There we go. 200. Right. We've delivered all of the things. They want 800 kilograms. Right. Why did I think it said 200? What I've done is I've not understood how numbers worked. That's the problem there. It's those tricky numbers again. Numbers with pain. Not even maths with pain, just numbers. Okay. We're going to have to keep an eye on that, because I don't want to fail the contract thing, because then we get fined, which of course is a bad thing. And what we'll do is actually, this is a bit of a faff, isn't it, for now? I shouldn't have done this. We won't sell that cheese. Take the auto trade off and it's all fine. And, okay, we haven't got enough tomatoes. I wonder then, is 2 of these making that that's too much demand, isn't it? That's too much demand. I think then, let's change one of these to make something else. I don't know what, but we'll change it to make something else. I have 200 tomatoes in there, and this one can make something else. I mean, what do we have a lot of? We've got we've got loads of seed like this stuff, like sorghum and what have you, and buckwheat. Can we make organic buckwheat seeds? Can we do that? Is that a thing we can make? Because that's something, isn't it? Hang on, could we go for that? Buckwheat, yes, we can. We can make 2,039 farm manager money is for 300 kilograms. So 200 buckwheat becomes that. Yeah, okay, do that, please. That seems like a good, different thing, so we don't burn through the tomatoes too much. So yeah, do that, and then sell them on. And then over here, we are going to need... where is it? Buckwheat. Okay. That needs a silo, doesn't it? Buckwheat lives in a silo. I think we can put one in here. Let's get a medium silo. Or do we just go for one of the big chunky lads? Because we can. Do you know what? Let's put one of the big lads in. There we go. Huge big silo. Let's get that done. That's going to complain, saying there's nowhere to store the stuff, but that's okay. Oh, that's got bugs on it. Got bugs on the tomatoes now. No. Okay. In here. And yeah, buckwheat. And we want 400 lots of it, please. Lovely. In fact, do you know what? Put 800 in. Just double it. Doesn't go off very quickly, I don't think. Right. So that should then sort that out. And then I'm tempted to buy some tomatoes just to help this out, just to get rid of that error and keep things ticking over. Though it does say not enough. We've got quite a lot of tomatoes. Why does it want us to buy warehouse 4? Is that warehouse 4? You don't have enough resources. You have to produce more of it. So they want to... Well, there's already 200 in there, so I'm hoping that'll go away. I'm thinking that should go away soonish, because we have got 200 tomatoes. Okay, the cheese is also piling up. This is good news. And the compost. There you go, look. We are still making a useful thing with the compost, which is good news. And now, yeah, these are going to be a bit of a better place to go and work. There we go, I like that. That was a good change. I'm happy about that. Most machines are busy. The grass is diseased. That's diseased. That's now complaining about, yes, a lack of jute and a lack of tomatoes. Oh, yeah, hang on. Available. There we go. Right, yeah, again, thank you commenting people. Lots of people said if you change the drop-down thing to available, that shows you what is currently in that warehouse and not all the stuff that it can potentially store. Although why they're not available, I don't know. Oh, now they are available. Yay. And look at that. They've made some buckwheat seeds. We've got buckwheat seeds. Okay, that's good. That's quite fun. Yeah, I'm going to buy some tomatoes in just to make that go away and to help this sort of tick over a bit better. Let's just buy... I mean, it won't even be that many. It won't. That's now buying jute. Does it not want us to buy tomatoes? I'm so confused. Farm manager, are you okay? I'm just going to buy some tomatoes. Tomatoes. There are 5,000 available. I don't think we need 5,000. Let's buy 400. 400 kilograms, of course, for 5 grand, which is nothing. So that should hopefully go away when they arrive, which is going to be good. And then, yes, we need to... there you go. Get up to that amount of cheese. I think we went over a deadline for that. Final date 17. I think we've possibly... Are we over a deadline for that? I think we might be. I think they might be getting cross with us soon. Can we just hurry up and make some more cheese? Can we do that really quickly? They want 200 lots of cheese, which I know we have somewhere. There you go. Right, deliver. And there we go. Those contract things also, you do get a bit more money for them, but they also do seem a little bit sort of superfluous. They seem a little bit sort of pointless, don't they? Because, I mean, yes, okay, you get paid a bit more money, but not loads more. It's not like a massive, big, life-changing thing. Auto trade, by the way. Yes, switch that back on now. You can carry on selling the cheese again. It's all fine. Right. We still don't have enough tomatoes, apparently. Maybe they just haven't arrived yet. I don't really understand what the problem is. There's not enough jute, I get that, because we haven't bought any, we haven't grown any, but yeah, are we doing something with it? No. No, we're not. We're still waiting for the manure to come in. But okay, we'll see if the tomato, sort of annoying tomato message goes away. How are we doing over here? How is this looking? 23 days until we get sunflowers, 27 days until we get some hemp, and 43 days until we get flax from there, and a long time until we get flax from that field, because it's not doing anything. Okay, can we please prioritise the jute field. So I'd like to get that in because we've got a textile mill sitting there doing completely nothing at all. So how about we go to, it's in here, wasn't it? Field manager and jute. Where is, have I gone past it? I've gone past the jute field. Oh no, it's right down the bottom here. Can we up the priority on that? Please make it high priority. Thank you. There we go. Right, so they should hopefully send all the manure over to that field rather than this one. They should focus on that one first because we've got flax being sorted over here, so that's okay. So we'll have some flax. So I'm not too fussed about that. Also, what's going on with the orchards? 42 days for apples, 16 days for pears, 83 for apricots, 78, 45 days for apples, 10 days for plums. Okay, that's not very long, is it? That's not very long. What can we do with the plums? Hang on a minute. There was a... Where was it? There was a thing. Production. Was it the smokehouse that we saw? Have we got access to the smokehouse? No, we needed the training for it. Yes, there we go. A building for smoking various meats and plums. So we could potentially smoke plums in the smokehouse. We could do that, although we are going to have a lot of plums. There's no way we're going to work through all of those before they then go off. Because they are going to go a bit manky, aren't they? They're going to go off pretty quickly. I mean, potentially, we could... There is fish. So they can smoke fish in the smokehouses. And we haven't got any fish yet. And I would like to get some fish stuff in. But I think that might be... Is that going to be... What they need in this game? We need to say, right, the smokehouse, let's say we build one. And we go, right, I'd like you to work on fish as a priority. So smoke the fish for most of the time. Unless there are some plums. In which case, carry on smoking plums. And then as soon as there are no plums, go back to smoking fish. But you can't do that. You have to say, right, smokehouse, these are your two things you work on. And then if it runs out, they just go, well, I don't know what to do. What can we possibly do in this building? Go and smoke something else then. But yeah, I don't know. Is it worth doing? Because I think the plums are just going to go off really quickly, aren't they? I'm tempted to just sell them. Just go, boop, sell all of those. They're all gone. Because, yeah, we have got this. Where is it? We've got another thing. Fruit processing plant. That's it. So we could potentially... Is that dried fruit as well? That's dried apricots, definitely. So dried apricots we could do. But again, we're only going to make a small amount of those until we have to sell them because they're going to go off. So yeah, this is tricky, and I can't scroll up and down the list of things. So I think there's juices at the top. Maybe apple juice. There's apple juice. And then we've got strawberry jam. We grow strawberries over here. So we could potentially have strawberry jam. I do like strawberry jam. I like a nice jam. Maybe we go for that. They are 380 grand a piece. I was hoping to get over 10 million farm manager monies, but I think if we make one of these, if we build one of these, we can see what they can do. Let's get one. Let's get a fruit processing plant. And let's do the bump fin here. Frozen food factory, smokehouse. They're both 5 days. The money is largely material. I know smokehouse because we were just looking at one. There we go. Right. Get in the fruit thing. Where is it? Oh, we need oil factories as well, don't we? Of course we do. Right. Let's get the fruit processing plant in. And they are, relatively small. They're the same size, I think. Oh no, a tiny bit bigger maybe as the cheeser is. But okay. And then we'll put it just here. Let's pop it. Can we fit another one in just there? Can we do that? Is that going to be okay? Oh, I don't think we can. I think it's... Oh, they're one square too big. Botherations. Unless we have two facing each other like that. Would that work? So it's to the right of that stump. Yes, I think we can have 2 of these facing each other. That's what we're going to go for. We're going to put that one there. And then we're going to have... Hang on. I know what we're going to do as well. We're going to sort the power out beforehand. Shocking behaviour. So go like that. Then bring that in like that. And then get a power thing. Well, I think we should be okay. We should be okay. But just to make sure, let's just do that, look. Connect that up like so. And then also, can we bring it... Oh, hang on, just power line. Regular power line, please. Like that. And then across the road and then to there. And then they've got like a nice stable grid going on. Yeah, okay. I like that. So let's build a fruit processing thingamajig and see what we can do with that. I still don't understand. Not enough resources tomatoes. It doesn't suggest that we buy them. So I don't quite understand what the problem is. Why are you whinging about this? I don't get it. Never mind. Right, let's get this done. Let's build another new production building. We are doing quite well in terms of getting the production buildings done. Not enough resources. Sheep wool. Oh dear. Okay. Are we going through too much sheep wool? Can we fit... Oh, I bet we can't fit another one in, can we? Because of the lack of room over here. It's all this hill. This hill is proving to be a bit of a problem. Right. And we're going to have to build more worker houses. We might need another little area where we can buy... to build, have animals and things. We might need another animal bit, possibly. Maybe over here? If this is production land, maybe we could have an animal bit here and an animal bit on the other side? I'm not sure. What we might do for now is, because it's not very expensive, why don't we just buy 500 lots of sheep wool for hardly any money? There we go. That'll sort out one of the issues. Potentially, it might do. And how are they doing with this? How many people work in one of these? Is it going to be 4, like the cheese things? Is it going to be 2, like the textile factories? We will find out. So let's take a little look. And there we go. It's got its own things around the side. Look, that's quite fun. Right, okay. How many people work here? 4 people. Crikeys. Okay, add another production line. That's fine. So what can we make? We can make apple juice. Ignore the organic bio version. So we can make apple juice. We can make cherry juice. We can make strawberry jam, which I'm very tempted to do. What? 450 set? That makes a lot of money. Wow. Strawberry jam is incredibly lucrative. Is that the most expensive, like the most profitable thing? Hang on. 457 for strawberry jam. Remember that. Raspberry jam 209. So apparently strawberry jam is worth more than double raspberry jam. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a better jam. It's a different type of jam. They're both lovely preserves, both nice things to put on toast. But I wouldn't say strawberry is worth more than raspberry jam. It's just different. Then we've got blackcurrant jam worth not as much as the raspberry. And then we've got gooseberry jam, which is worth a bit more. And then we've got, here we go, plums. Dried plums. 241. But our source of plums is going to go off. That's just going to go off. So we'd have to set this up to make those and then faff about every time the plums then run out and change it back to something else, which is a bit of a bother, isn't it? I want it to be automated, please. The apricots can be dried. We can do pineapple juice. We can do pomegranate juice. We can make a passion fruit jam. We can make kiwi fruit jam. I've never even considered kiwi fruit jam. Have any of you lovely people out there ever had kiwi jam? I've never thought of that as a thing that would be a product that would be made. There you go. And then I assume that's like pears. Oh, that's a guava. Oh, I thought it was pears. It looks a bit like a pear. I think, hang on, I've not looked at the prices. 223, 197, 220. Yeah, so apparently strawberry jam is the place to go. That's what we should do. So, okay, we shall have some strawberry jam in there, please. And I think we might need to do the same again, because anything else is going to require us to faff about and fiddle around with it once the apples are gone and the whatever else, the apricots and the plums and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I don't want to have to keep doing that. I don't want to have to keep going, right, let me change that back. Oh, we got to winter again, let me change it. Oh, it's now January, let's change it back again. That's too much of a bother. So, for the moment, I mean, we could have more greenhouses growing more things. I wouldn't be averse to that, just have greenhouses growing more strawberries and more raspberries, possibly, to keep this sort of ticking over. We can't have those, of course. I think maybe that's what we do. So for the minute, I wonder how long cherries take. I bet they take a long time, don't they? It's going to be these, it's going to be the smaller things. We'll go for 2 lots of strawberry jam, please. We'll have 2 lots, thank you. And we'll put it into here. So strawberries, we can freeze them as well, crikeys. Right, how much was it per thing? A very precise 440. So I would say 880 maths with Penge. There we go. Right, so that's okay. And now we need some people to go and work there, and they can all live in that house. Excellent. Right, who's good at making stuff? So, right, Lottie Hayes, in you come. Edward Ford, you can come in. Oh, look at that. Bella Oliver, Emily Stevenson, 4 people. Perfect. So, Emily Stevenson, Bella Oliver, and you, and you. And there we go. We can now make some lovely strawberry jam. Hang on, we have to track that on the top. Jam. Strawberry jam. I want to see when we've made our first lot of that, because that's exciting. That's a fun thing. And yeah, we're carrying doing the training as well. We'll get that sorted. How... Hang on a minute. Are you... Oh, I thought you were going to go and put the manure on the field. I got excited there for a second. I thought, oh, here we go. They've got the manure spreader. They're going to sort the field. But no, absolutely not. None of that is happening. No, they're just not doing that at all. Anything happening here? No, just nothing. Can we please get that sorted? Can we do that? How are our crops looking here? I mean, that's a lovely colour. That's a lovely colour. Lovely Geek corporate blue going on. Very nice. How long to the sunflowers are done? 12 days. They're not... Oh, okay, right, I see. We have to look at it at a particular angle. Right, okay, I was going to say, from that angle, they don't look as bright and sunflowery as I was sort of hoping. They look a bit dead. But from this angle, yeah, there we go. Look, lovely sunflowers. And if they grow, actually, if they get a lot bigger, they'll be yellow and they'll be blue. We'll have lovely Geek corporate coloured fields. Marvellous. And they've got 16 days. So, yeah, I would like to then. I think what we do is, let's try and get this sorted over here. Let's grow the sunflowers. We'll get the hemp done. They are going to need somewhere to... Hang on, do they go in silo? I can't remember now. Do they go in silos? No, they go in warehouses, in barns. Okay, right, no, that's fine. Okay, yes, and we've got a couple of barns set up over here for that purpose. So yeah, they can hold 100,000 things, those barns. Is that going to be enough barn? I don't know. We'll find out in a sec. We shall find out momentarily when they have to sort of harvest it. But yeah, it's not long. It's not long at all. 10 days. And then we need to get the oil things in. So maybe over here, because the logistics thing is just here, or there may be another logistics thing would not be such a bad idea. Hang on, can one fit here? Can one of them fit just there? If one can fit just there, that would be fantabulous. Please fit into that gap. And fits into that gap, and there's a bit of space left over as well where we can put some nice things. I think we put another logistics building in. I think we do that, and then we are going to need, hang on a minute, there's room over here, so we can get another house. So pop that in. None of these they haven't got decor. Sorry, folks, hang on. You can have a nice little sort of plant pot type thing. And another one, which is massive. That plant pot's the size of the first floor of the entire house. That's huge. And then you can have a street light, because I'm nice like that. Right, so get that done. And then we'll have... it comes with a street light. Oh, there you go. We've got an additional street light. We'll put one there as well. And then you lot can have a red one of those, and you can have one of them as well, just so you don't feel jealous of these guys. Okay, that's good. We haven't got enough strawberries. We are growing 2 lots, I think. Yeah, so strawberries here 13 days, strawberries there 17 days, and that's growing spinach, which is good. But you can't have spinach jam. Or if you can, I'm not sure it'll catch on. So, do we change this and change that into strawberries? I think we possibly do. Because the strawberry jam is going to make us a bit more money. And it just does something a bit different, doesn't it? It just makes use of our production building. So, I think let's get rid of that. How long we got left? 17 days. Yeah, that's fine. We can get rid of it now. And then we'll go for strawberries, please. So put them in, and let's adjust all the bumps. So I think the humidity sets itself. Nitrogen 125, pH 6 is what we want. There we go, like that. And temperature, yeah, 20 for strawberries. Lovely. So they can get on with that, which then means hopefully we'll have enough strawberries so they can make strawberry jam. Because at the minute, I don't think... oh, hang on, no. There's 200... we've got strawberry jam. Okay, that is exciting. I like that. Let's very quickly... we'll go and check that out in a minute. We need to find some people that are good at boxes. Oh, hang on a minute. Yet more production housing. Yay, there we go. Why not? And people that are good at shipping stuff. You, Molly Dean, you're good at that kind of a thing. And George Howard, in you come. And you two can work over there. So you and you do more logistics bits and bobs. We have got room down here for... do you know what? We'll have a little... won't put that fence there, because I think it counts as it being on that square. So we can't put any other buildings there. So we'll put a fence like this, look. Go like that. Have a little, tiny, nice little sort of fenced off area. And then in here, I'd love some more furniture bits. I'd love some more decor. Like, you know, benches and things. Just different things. So we'll have some lights. We'll have some more of those things at that end. We will have, I don't know, some of these things across there. We'll have 1 and 2. We'll have a few. They're not lined up very well. Deary me, who put them down? And then we'll have another couple of those at that end. There we go. That'll do. Nice little sort of pretty, I don't know, garden space you can go and look at if you want to. Right, jam. How much can we make for selling? Oh, the strawberry jam isn't in a sellable location. Come on, move the strawberry jam over, please. Move it over. Also, we have still got a good amount of waste, which is good because then we can make more compost. The jam has yet to be moved. The grass, I think we will go through. We'll churn through that grass, but let's sell, say, 20,000 lots of it. 20,000 kilograms for 5,200 farm manager monies. All right, here we go. Right. Strawberry jam. Oh, look at the sale price. It's rocketed up in recent days or weeks. I'm not quite sure what the time scale is on that graph, but there we go. It's up at the minute. So for 400 kilograms of strawberry jam, although when in this game, when we're doing something by like volume, like that oat. That is, that's a lot. That's 30,500 kilograms of oat. I sort of see that as a volume. But when it's like a jar, I just see that as 400 jars. But whatever. So we've got 800 kilograms of strawberry jam, which we can sell for 15 grand. Good grief. Yes. Okay, right. So now we can add that in. We can say, yes, sell all of the strawberry jam. You don't need to keep any of it because we have no need to keep that. The people out there in the world can enjoy some lovely People's Farm strawberry jam and they shall be delighted. There we go. Right, that's busily working away. This is excellent. Happy with that. That's looking very good. And then, yes, they're going to be turning that. Oh, yeah, they're ploughing it, look. So all these people, they're all the seasonal lot. Oh, well done. They're all working on the new strawberry greenhouse, which is good. Right, tomatoes coming in. That should maybe get rid of a nagging message, possibly. And over here, how are we doing? Have we got any jute growing yet? Any chance of any jute? Absolutely not, of course. Okay, never mind. I think that field is being sprayed on nitrogen. Can we not get rid of the mushrooms? Can we spray it for mushroomy stuff, please? Because that's probably not great either, is it, to be honest? They should go, those things. They should disappear with the auto trading stuff. But for some reason, they appear to be hanging around. But yeah, look at that. That's a lot of tomatoes. I don't know why this is still nagging about tomatoes. You've not enough resources. Tomatoes. You don't have enough resources. You have to produce more. We've got plenty. Please stop nagging, game. Oh, hang on. The fodder beet will expire in less than 5 days. Okay, so we've got 3,400 fodder beet. So what do we do with the auto trading of fodder beet at the moment, if anything? Do we auto trade it away? We buy until 250 if we've run out, and we sell above 4,000. Okay, how about then we sell above 1,500? So we'll sell a little bit, and then if any of that goes off, it can turn into waste, which we can then use to turn into compost. So it's not the end of the world. It will be fine. Yeah, that seems like a pretty good idea. I like that. That's a good idea. We're out of sheep's milk. Okay, right. We need some more sheep. We're out of sheep milk. We're out of sheep wool. I get it, game. We need some more sheep. I'm with you on this one then. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Not enough space. Sunflowers. We need another 30,000 capacity. Okay. I did suspect that maybe the 2 barns weren't going to be enough. Okay. The sunflowers are... They're not as... Where's all the happy yellow sunflowers? They're supposed to be joyous and bright and yellow. Yeah, I've got happy sunflowers painted on our fence outside. And they're nice to look at, whereas all these appear to be sad. Just, it's supposed to be a lovely Geek cupboard thing of the blue and the yellow, but no. Okay, right, we need a barn. In fact, how much can a barn hold? 50,000. So 1 barn should be okay. But then we're going to have this in 3 days. And we're going to have flax. Hang on. Do they all hold the same thing? Flax, okay. We're going to need possibly a few more than 1 barn. I might have overestimated this a little bit. Okay, never mind. What we'll do is we'll put some barns along here because they should be able to reach those fields. I think, yeah, look, there's the radius circle on them, so that should be okay. So if we have that road carrying on in that direction for a bit, just to kind of mark that out, and then, right, let's have just here, just so it covers that area. Yeah, it covers those things. Okay, so we'll have maybe 1 and 2 and 3 and possibly even 4. We'll have 4 barns. There we go. Barntastic. Many of barn. And that should sort that issue out. Hopefully. Possibly. Maybe. I don't know. There we go. Those things have been sold. Right. Okay. We can clear those off the list. Tomatoes we've got loads of. So I don't know what the game is saying we haven't got enough. Oh, hang on. What's going off in warehouse 1? Oh, fodder bees. Oh, yeah, they can go off. It's fine. We're okay with a bit going off because then we get compost. Right, let's get the barns put together. Because I would like to, if we could, get our first harvest sorted over here of lovely sunflowers. And they haven't got any power. Of course they haven't got any power. Why would somebody need to plug anything in a barn? There we go. Right, sorry, folks. Sorted. Why has that one not got power? Did that not reach? Oh, come on. That reaches to that one. Oh, that's a bit silly, isn't it? Okay. Right. This I disagree with. There's nowhere where we can put that. It just doesn't fit anymore. This is a bit daft, isn't it? Have I got to knock that down and put a power thing and then rebuild it? Because that doesn't... There's, like, space here to build a power thing. Right. Does it not snap into the side if we just click around enough? No. No, can't change that one. Can't replace that one just there. Okay. Right. Fine. Be awkward about it, game. It's a good job we've got near infinite amounts of money. We've nearly got 10 million of the farm manager monies. We'll pop that there, connect that in. There we go. Right. And then guess what, everybody? I'm going to put a barn back in there, and lo and behold, it fits because it moves that out of the way. Very silly game, very silly, but yet very farm managery. I'd expect nothing less. Right, that's also ready to harvest. So very soon, we're going to have quite a lot of hemp. We're going to have a huge amount of sunflowers, and not that long after that, we're going to have a huge amount of flax. And that stuff is going to hang around for a while. Oh, look at that. Look at the huge big thingamabob on it. The huge big, sort of combine harvesting head thing. It's enormous. Yes. Look at that. That's a good shot, that, actually. That's quite a good shot, look. That is. Are we thinking thumbnail territory for that one? That might be thumbnail. Look at that. That's very exciting. Okay, good. I like that. It's the combine harvester doing its thing. This is brilliant. That's going to take a long time because that is a big field. Oh, is that one being done as well? It's got the smaller thing on it. They're both being done at the same time. Oh, this is brilliant. Okay, at least this is working. I mean, okay, that field there is never going to have any jute in it ever. But yeah, these fields here, they've done a pretty good job of getting these sorted. I'm very happy with this. And then we need to do the whole thing of turning all this stuff into oil, because we want to turn it into lovely oil that we can then sell on. But yeah, we haven't got anything set up for that just yet. But I just want to get out of the ground first. Let's just make sure that we're okay with what we've got going on. We're down to just 2 nagging messages. Not enough jute, not enough tomatoes, even though there are 1,000 of them. And it says, hey, order no tomatoes. Okay, I'll definitely buy no tomatoes. Hooray, I just did it. So I think that message is going to be there forever. Because that does... Hang on. Could we potentially... Warehouse... Oh, it doesn't help, doesn't it? Show where warehouse 4 is. I think it's that one. To make this go away, could we do that? Runtime on. So we don't need tomatoes. We don't need any. We've told it no tomatoes. I was kind of hoping that might make that go away. Other things are busy. Yeah, other machines are busy. That's fine. I think that error is going to stay there forever. I think something's gone a bit wibbly with this. And it's just being awkward. I think it's just been a bit strange. Tomatoes... whatever it was. What was it to make the stuff? Only 200. Only 200 of them. So, yeah, 200 please. And I think that error's going to be there forever. I think it's just got permanently befuddled with life and it's having a bit of a mare. But never mind. But sunflowers, done. Have we got 20 bajillion sunflowers in there? Yeah, look. 28,000 kilograms in there. None in there. None in there. 40,000 in there and 40,000 in there. Okay. So that's almost full. That's almost full. That's whichever one it is. That one there is looking full. These 3... Oh dear. Right, okay. These fields are going to be... This is going to be a problem, isn't it? Right, we need to get the thing set up. We need to get the whole thing set up over here for people to make oil out of the 20 gajillion things that we've got set up here. Although, would it be better for the oil factories to be just here? Because that's where all the ingredients are. So rather than them being put along here, which is a good little place, it might be better for them to go just here. Have a logistics thing nearby, then they can get the stuff from here, pop it in. So literally go to the barn, go, oh look, there's a barn full of sunflowers. I'll have some of that. Pop it into the things over here, turn it into oil. And then, then we can just, I don't know, have a lot of them. Because that'll last for ages. That stuff will last for a good long time. It's a shame that you can't see from this screen here how long the stuff is going to last. Like how long it's going to stay in storage before it goes off a bit. It's a shame you can't actually find that out. That is a bit of a faff, isn't it? Because it would be a useful thing to see at a glance. But yeah, whatever the case, they're going to hang around for a long time, I think. So yeah, we don't need to sort of rush and get the oil stuff done because, they're going to be there for a long time. We might possibly need to sell some of them. I'm not entirely sure we're going to have enough room to store all of that stuff. Also, we should... Have we got some pears? Or hang on, we might auto trade the pears away, possibly. Yes, we auto trade the pears. We auto trade the apples. Maybe tomatoes we don't sell above 1,000. Let's go 1,200. Let's do that, look. There we go. So we auto sell the pears. We auto sell the apples. That's fine. We're auto selling the strawberries. Which might possibly be why we don't have enough strawberries to do things. Don't auto-sell the strawberries. Maybe if we have about 1,000, you could sell them, but not until then. Okay, we don't grow spinach. We can get rid of that one. That's nice and easy. I think that's about right. Maybe the lupine stuff. We want to keep a bit more of that for animals and such. Okay, that looks good. So how long have we got there? 10 days until apples. 13 days until apples. Plums. Oh! Hang on. Plums. Have we not got 20 bajillion? Yes. We've got 102,845 kilograms of plums. Okay, that's quite good. Do we now sell them on? Because it's not worth the faff of having to go to different buildings and change their delivery things around. So maybe we don't smoke the plums or whatever, and we don't turn them into dried plums. Someone else can do that. We're not a plum place. So we grow them and sell them on. How much would we get, for example, if we were to sell all of those plums? Nearly 1 million farm manager monies. Will that... Oh no! We're over 10 million. Yay! Okay. Good. One quick check then in here. There you go. You would like 98,700 kilograms of plums. And we've got 102,000. Do you know what? Accept that contract. And deliver it all. Yes. Okay, so hang on. What have we got? 10.5. Okay, remember that, everybody. 10.5. Deliver. Boop. There we go. Now up to 11.6. Okay, that was rather jazzy, wasn't it? And then we'll just auto trade the rest away. That's fine. That's what the orchards are for. No, I've done that bit wrong. There we go. Yeah, plum. Yeah, like that. Sell above. 0 for now. That's fine. I'm not so bothered about that. We'll just sell them on. Because that's kind of what we're doing with these. How long have we got until Apricot-ageddon? 46 days, 51 days. Okay, so a little way to go until they're ready. But yeah, apples, not too long at all. Couple of weeks and we'll have a load of apples, which I think also, yeah, they do get auto-traded, don't they? Yeah, there, look. So again, that's fine. We'll do that because we could make apple juice over in the fruit thing, but they're not going to last long enough. So we have to buy the apples in, and that's just a faff, isn't it? So yeah, we've got a supply of strawberries now that we're not selling them. Oops. So yeah, that should be okay. And then yeah, next job is going to be oil. But let's just get this field here done. Let's get all the hemp sorted out. Are we okay for everything else? I think we're looking good. We are looking good. Have we got any contracts for sunflowers? Does anybody want sunflowers? We've got a lot of them. Got so many sunflowers. Hang on, let's just search for sun. Okay, no, nobody wants sunflowers. How very rude. Outrageous. What about hemp? I did see there was a hemp order, actually. They want 130,000 kilograms of it, which I don't know if we're going to get that out of that field. And we want to keep some for our oil stuff. So, okay, no, this is fine. This is fine. Are they doing the thing? Are they doing the thing? No. Oh, I just thought I saw again. Oh, it was... I saw that manure spreader thing and thought, oh, they're going to do the field finally. But nope, still not enough manure to go around that field. One day it'll get done. Yeah, I prioritise that field. I feel like they've not followed those orders very well. Oh, I see. I see. You did that field. So even though that field I said, don't do that one, do this one here, please. They've ignored the priority thing and done this field ahead of the jute one. Excellent. Good job, folks. Nice work. Let's get this done, look. I want to get that field done. We'll see how much hemp we've got. And then, yeah, we could do that contract thing if we've got enough. I'm not convinced we're going to have enough and then any left over to make the oil stuff. But, yeah, let's get this done. Here we go. Are you then going to drive through a tractor? Please say you're going to drive through a tractor. It's a beautiful farm manager moment when this jankiness happens. Yay! Perfect. There you go. I don't see anything wrong with that at all. I mean, no, that's how physics works, isn't it? I've seen that happen on loads of farms. And then they just fill it up just once. There you go, full of what looks a bit like toxic waste, if we're honest, but there we go. And then it just drives back through the other thing. Never change, farm manager, never change. And drop it off at I imagine, a variety of different warehouses. Where are you going? There are things here. The barn's here. Where are you? Don't take it over here, please. Oh, I need to reduce the range on that, don't I? Hang on, bring that down. Bring it down a bit. Yeah, and on that one. I don't want you to put it into that. There you go. I'm going to change the rules. And then you go take it out again in a second. Nope, just putting it in there anyway. Thanks, guys. Oh, I think somebody's just come to take it out already and restore it somewhere else. I don't know. Who knows where they put the stuff, but okay. Oh, and they're on that field already. They're getting ready to put more sunflowers in. The flax is now ready. Oh, crikey. Oh, hang on. Are they doing that as well? Yes. They're now using the, this type of header thing to get the flax. Oh, it's all busy over here. It's all very busy. Wow. And the error there is no warehouse manure storage. Okay. They need a manure thing nearby to here. Even though... What? But they put manure in all these fields. Why does that one need a special manure thingamabob? I don't fully understand why. And no warehouse manure storage. You don't have the right warehouse or site for resources nearby. Manure. I rather think we do, because these fields seem to be fine, but okay, I'll build you a thing. Yeah. Build one of those. There's room over here, look. So if we put it just there, is that going to be enough? Are you going to be happy with that? Or what's going off? Available space in the owner's house and logistics buildings is running out. Build additional logistics buildings so resource overflow or move it to warehouses. Oh, the farm owner warehouse is complete. Oh, it's completely rammed of... Oh, it's full of sunflowers and hemp. Right. Yeah, that is a problem, isn't it? Also, it's got peas in it. Have we got peas on auto trade? Do we auto trade the peas? I don't think we auto trade peas. Okay, auto trade peas. Was it just P? Yeah. Okay. Above anything. Above anything. Any amount of pee, just trade it away. Trade away all the pee. Yeah, that is an issue, isn't it? The waste is okay. Yeah, it's this stuff here. It's like the buckwheat, the colza takes up a good chunk. It can hold, what is that, 350,000 units of stuff. But 128 plus 90, yeah, so it's got, yeah, what's that, 130, 200, so 220,000-ish, I think, of its 350,000 is filled with just two things. And then we've got sorghum and everything else. Okay, I don't know how we sort this out. I think we need to go to, say, just here, right, warehouse resource orders, sunflowers. In that end one there, can we please have 50,000 sunflowers? Thank you. That's going to be good. And in here, can we please have, because that's as much as it can hold, 50,000 hemp. Lovely. And this one, flax, thinking ahead, 50,000. And this one here, we want a bit of each, I think, just to kind of balance it out. So like that. So how about we have 10, no, can we do 15,000? Yeah, 15,000 sunflowers, 15,000 flax, 15,000 hemp. This is working brilliantly. Yay. Okay, maybe that will then allow them to move the stuff. Oh, there's so much flax coming in. Okay, right, this is completely rammed full of stuff, which is not going to work, is it? So we need to sort this out. This has become a bit of a problem. Those peas are going to go soon, which is good. Oh, hang on, no, it's coming down. It's coming down. They're taking stuff out, I think. Now they're putting stuff back in again. Empty it. I think it is coming down. It's coming down as they're selling a few bits and bobs. So there is now room in there, but only a tiny amount of room. I think, yes, they're selling like peas and things. Okay. I think what we do is we will finish things up for now. Because, you know, we've got some exciting stuff going on. We can make lovely jam, which is nice in our fancy building. Oh, it's got a little conveyor. Hang on, we haven't looked at our building yet. So look, it's got a little conveyor and a little forklift that drives around. And we've got, yeah, like a barrier thing, got some silos. I like that. I like the little conveyor with the boxes. That's quite fun. I mean, why it would go outside, I don't know. What if it's pouring with rain? Your cardboard box is going to get all soggy, but okay. Some crates, good old piles of crates just dotted around. That's always good. More crates, nice. So yeah, it's a nice building. That's good. I like that. But yes, we can now, yeah, we can process fruit and we can make our own compost. And then when we come back next time, we need to do something to sort out the issues over here. Because, yes, we've got quite a lot of things coming in. Oh, that's complaining about a lack of flax, is it? So, yeah, we've got a lot of sort of oil-based products being harvested. And at the minute, we're not doing anything with them. So we might need to possibly set up a few sort of auto trades to sell away the top end of the volume of what we've got, just sell a bit, and then we'll build our oil factories over here to then churn through the rest of the stuff, turn it into nice oils, sell it on, and make even more money. But right now we've got 12.4 million farm manager money, so the money is becoming sort of less and less important. So we'll look at other things that we can build. And also, hang on, to wrap things up actually, because I said we're going to do this. Let's go to here. Yeah, unlock the frozen food factory, because that might also be quite a fun thing to get sorted. We'll see what we can do with that as well. But yes, we'll finish things up for now. Come back next time, see what happens, and see if at some point in, who knows, maybe by the end of the year, let's see if they get the jute field sorted. It would be good if they could. I mean, it's not going to grow this year. There's no way that's going to grow this year, so that'll then go into stasis ready for next year. But let's just see if, you know, just by some miracle, some winter miracle, they actually get this done. Because we've been waiting a year a year for them to just put some fertiliser on that field. Even though we prioritised that field, they ignored it and put fertiliser on that one. Thanks, guys. So we will see what we can do with that as well when we come back next time. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in Farm Manager World. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I'll see you next time. Now Bernard's got, he's got the plague. Our home is called Home Stinky Home. Yeah, I think Bernard is done for. Now Bernard, you still smell nice. A flute trumpet or something. It's a flumpet. So is this going to work? Oh, some saucy whisperings going on. Here's the happy couple, everybody.